Good morning, class. In the previous lesson, we have learned about the male reproductive part, that is the androecium. We have also learned about the female reproductive part, that is gynecium. That is the fourth innermost wall of a flower. It is the female reproductive part of a flower. It is composed of carpels or pistils. Each carpel or pistil is composed of stigma, style, and ovary. Stigma is the sticky, disc-like terminal part of the ovary on which the pollen grains land. Style is the long, narrow thread-like tube extending from the ovary. Ovary is the swollen part which contains ovules. Now today we are going to learn about types of flowers. There are two types of flowers. First one is bisexual flower and the next one is unisexual flower. So based on presence and absence of male and female reproductive parts, flowers are mainly two types. Alright? One, if there's a presence of male part of a flower, that is known as androecium. If female part of a flower is present, then it is known as gynecium. So first one is bisexual flower. Bisexual flower which possesses both male part, that is the androecium, and the female part, that is the gynecium. Example, rose and hibiscus are the examples of bisexual flower. You have the male part and the female part, that is known as bisexual flower. Next one is unisexual. Unisexual flower which possesses either male part, that is the androecium, or the female part, that is the gynecium. So we have two parts of flower. First one is bisexual, having both the male part of a flower and the female part of a flower. And the next one is unisexual, having either male part of a flower or the female part of a flower. Next, we are going to learn about functions of a flower. A flower serves as an important functions in plants. As a reproductive part, it ensures the continuation of species by a process called reproduction. The first process, we have this reproduction process over here. When we go to higher classes, we are going to learn about this. This is known as double fertilization. The next step, the first step for achieving this is pollination. That is transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a flower. And the second step is fertilization. So the main function is to achieve, that is the continuation of species by the process called reproduction. The main function of a flower is to reproduce. So class, in today's lesson we have learned types of flowers, bisexual flowers and unisexual flowers. Based on presence or absence of male and female reproductive parts, flowers are mainly two types, androecium. Two types, that is the male part is the androecium and the female part is the gynecium. So bisexual flowers which possesses both the male part and the female part. We have unisexual which possesses either male part or the female part. The main function of a flower is continuation of species by the process called reproduction. And to achieve the steps, first is pollination and the second step is fertilization. So class, this is all we'll be learning for today.